Hi guys, today we're doing a video for beginning boxing for children. No equipment's needed for today, so everyone can join in and everyone can have fun. There is one thing you need though guys, and that's a water bottle, because it's very important that when we're doing any form of training, we stay hydrated. The first thing we do before we do any boxing skills is we warm up. And today's warming up is skipping, and like I said, no equipment needed. You don't need to pinch mum or dad's washing line. We can do this without a rope. So let's start.
So we're going to start the warm-up, and this warm-up on the skipping side is going to last for 6 solid minutes. So you're going to need a method of timing yourself, whether it's a clock or somebody nearby that's quite happy to stand with you. So we start skipping as normal, and we're going to skip away for 1 minute. That's 1 minute solid. After 1 minute, we then go to high knees for 30 seconds. It looks like this. Some people call that alternate high knees, but that's essentially what we're looking at. After 30 seconds, we then drop back to normal skipping, and again, 1 solid minute. Then after the minute has elapsed, we go for 30 seconds, this time 1 foot to the other foot. Once the 30 seconds has elapsed, we then go back to 1 minute of normal skipping. And remember, you have to be timing this. And after 1 minute, we then go on to 2 feet together for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, it's 1 minute normal again. And finally, after 1 minute of normal skipping, we go on to high knees and fast for 30 seconds. And that brings us to the end of the initial skipping warm-up, which is 6 minutes. Then we go on to stretching for 5 minutes. So first of all, we put our arms stretched out to the side, shoulder height, and make sure that those arms are parallel. And we're going to pulse back 10 times with our palms facing upwards. 1, 2, 3.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then we put our palms downwards 10 times, pulsing
1,
backwards,
2,
stretching across
3,
our chest.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then our palms facing behind us 10 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then finally our palms facing the front. And each of these flexing exercises 10 times stretches our muscles across our arms, our triceps and our biceps, and into our forearms in different areas. Leaving the arms out, we're now going to twist from side to side 10 times each side, so that's 20 times in total. So let's imagine we've done that 20 times in total. And now what we're going to do is we are going to twist our arms in the air from the side in a circle motion. And we're going to do this at least 20 times. Then we finish with knee rotations, slightly bent knees, soft knees, rotating in one direction, followed by the other. And we need to aim for 10 times in one direction and 10 times in the other. After we've completed the knee rotation, we then rotate our feet by placing the toe of each foot onto the mat and rotating in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions on both sides. And aim to do this 10 times for each foot. And finally, we grip our hands together and we mesh our fingers and we rotate 20 times in one direction and 20 times in another. And it's really important that we stick to the numbers here, guys. So we're making sure that we're warming up properly. And that brings us to the end of the first stage, and then what you need to do is ensure that you are hydrated, so take a water break.
At this point guys, after that long warm up, you managed to get 2 minutes rest. This is where you need to keep shaking, feeling loose and ready to go on to the next bit, which is the main part of our video today. Okay, I am going to run through the exercises and the skill set just once, but then there's an option when you're a bit more confident to run through it and repeat it, so you're doing it twice.
And also, once you start to feel a little bit fitter, you'll be able to do this twice without any issue. So first of all, we go into our boxing stance. Now, those of you that have been doing the boxing classes with us for a while will understand this. So into your boxing stance, and then we're going to throw our lead, then our backhand for 1 minute. And notice how we pivot off our back foot when we throw the backhand. So we start slowly and then gradually build up the speed. After 1 minute, we then go into boxing star jumps for a full 30 seconds. Now, you'll notice how Jenny's touching the floor. Then as she comes into the air, she comes into a star and then down and touches the floor again. And we're doing this for a solid 30 seconds. Once we've completed that, we then go back into our boxing stance. And we're going to throw a hook to the left and a hook to the right to the body for 1 solid minute. After we've completed that, we then go down into our V sit-up. Now, if you watch from the side here, we go into a V sit-up by raising our knees and balancing in that pivot position. And then we start the V sit-up, we go down, we don't touch the floor with our shoulders or our feet. Then we go back into the V and down again. And we continue this exercise for 30 seconds. Once we've completed, we go back into our boxing stance. And we're going to throw an uppercut left and an uppercut right for 1 solid minute. Remember how you pivot off your lead foot and your back foot. And when you throw the lead uppercut, you bring your back heel down and you raise and pivot off your lead foot. After 1 minute, we then go down to squat thrusts for 30 seconds. With a boxing squat thrust, just like normal squat thrusts, we keep our shoulders and our hands level with one another, and we bring our feet in so that our knees are level with our elbows and out again. And we continue to do this exercise for 30 seconds. Once we've completed, we then go back into our boxing stance. And this time we will be doing a lead, then a backhand, then an uppercut, and then we finish with the backhand. So once again, lead, backhand, uppercut, and backhand for 1 solid minute. And start to gradually speed that exercise up. Once we've completed 1 solid minute, we then go back into our plank for 30 seconds. So we cross our feet over at the back, and that enables us to keep our back nice and parallel. And then, with our arms parallel to the floor and our thumbs pressing down on the floor, we then hold that plank for 1 solid 30 seconds. Once we've completed, we then go back into our boxing stance. And this time we're going to throw a lead, followed by a backhand. Then we're going to slip back and then finish with a backhand. And again, a lead, backhand, slip back and backhand for 1 solid minute, gradually speeding that up. And to finish, after that 1 minute, we then go down into a boxing press-up. Again, if we look from the side, we cross our legs over at the back so that we can keep our back straight, and then we tighten our legs together so that we're protecting our lower back. Our hands are level with our shoulders, we come down, and then we press in. And our elbows are level with our body, we press up. Now, if we can't do a full press-up, then you can go into a knee press-up like so, but keeping your body straight, we go down and up, down and up for a full 30 seconds. And that completes the main activity. And remember, the aim is to repeat this at least once, so twice in total. To finish, we're going to stretch, and we're going to start by going as tall as a chimney, stretching up, and we need to make sure that we do this at least 3 times, and then we go down as small as a mouse, and then as wide as a house, as twisty as a top, as strong as a rock, and then as wobbly as jelly. Well done, guys. That's the end of the exercise, the end of the activity. Remember to keep fully hydrated, and then we're ready to start again.
If you've got any videos, any pictures you want to send us, we'll upload them to our website. Fantastic. Well done, guys.